Everyone talks about movement, strategy, sacrifice, and timing, as if the war begins when someone finally decides to move. I mean, the game, of course. But before any piece moves, the position was already decided, and because the board was set long before the players arrived, some pieces begin protected, others begin exposed. Some are taught they matter immediately, others spend the entire game trying to prove they do. And the strange thing is, most pieces never question where they started, they just call it the beginning. Pawns inherit direction, and they move forward. Always forward. No choice in that. They learn early that hesitation gets noticed, and survival usually looks identical to obedience. So they move carefully, one square at a time, hoping discipline becomes destiny. Rooks are born in corners, watching everything from a distance. They spend most of the game waiting for permission to matter. But the moment the path opens, they move like they've been holding back violence the entire time. The bishops never choose neutrality. The board decides their color immediately. One side, one perspective, one pattern of movement repeated forever. And after enough years, they stop calling it limitation, but they call it belief. Knights are different. They're the only pieces that look wrong from the beginning, surrounded by straight lines while moving in ways the board never fully prepares for. That's why systems struggle with knights. Predictable structures depend on predictable movement, and knights remind everyone that intelligence doesn't always move logically. Then there's the queen, the piece given the most freedom and the most responsibility. Every mistake becomes hers to fix. Every weakness becomes hers to cover. She moves farther than anyone else because everyone else depends on her reaching places they can't. And eventually people stop asking how much she carries. They only notice the moment she disappears. But the king begins the game already important. It's what makes him different. Not stronger, not wiser. Important. The board bends around that idea before the war even starts. I mean, the game, of course, in the game. Anyway, every strategy becomes protection. Every sacrifice becomes justification. When everyone treats your survival as priority, you stop knowing whether they love you or the position you represent. That's the part nobody talks about. Chess doesn't create roles. It reveals how quickly people accept them, how easily they confuse placement with purpose. Because before the first move, the board already knew who mattered, and most pieces spend the rest of the game trying to understand why.